What's your story?
Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of our brand new podcast.
The Fast XX.
The Fast XX.
Woo!
Okay, so what is the Fast XX? You're all wondering.
Well, this is where we're going to dive into the stories behind the coolest, fastest, biggest sending daredevil women in the extreme and motorsport scene. We feel like we listen to loads of podcasts. Men always get interviewed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying like it's a sexist thing, not at all, but men get interviewed because there's loads of them that do it.
Yeah.
Whereas like
definitely.
we don't seem to feel like women get put on
I
them.
don't think that we get as much, not like spotlight as such, but we don't get, I don't know, we just don't come up on things as often. Do you know what I mean?
exactly.
And if we do, it's just one every now and then, whereas you'll get 10 interviews with, guys that have just finished racing or whatever.
And these guys are sick, but you know what? There's a lot of sick women out there that are doing these things.
Room for us as well.
Yeah, I want to hear what they want to say though. Like,
Yeah.
I want to know what makes them kind of like tick and what's the
100%.
stories behind them. We all follow them on Instagram, but there's only so much you can see on Instagram.
Yeah, you don't hear much about like where they've come from or how they even got into the sports or what actually got them to that place and what kind of work has gone into getting to where they are.
Exactly, and I want to hear some of the juicy stories.
Yeah,
I want to know what goes on, what they got to tell us, little secrets.
We'll get it out of them.
We don't know who. Well, we do know a lot of women in it, but we haven't actually invited anyone yet.
We're going to see how this goes, so let us know what you think.
We know who we want.
Yes.
But they haven't said yeah. They might just turn us away and say no. But
yeah, they might say no.
It should be pretty cool. We're just hoping to get it out there. What makes them tick? Like, they send it on some of the biggest jumps, or they race motocross faster than some of the men, and like we just want to know how they do that. We ride ourselves. Like, lol, you ride enduro. And you've raced that for God knows how many years now. But
yeah, too long.
Yeah.
Too long. And obviously you've done, jet skiing at such a high level as well as, your jet surf now.
Gone jet surf now.
Yeah.
And the enduro that we do.
And the enduro as well, obviously. Well, that's how we met.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We'll go into that into a minute. Into a minute? We'll go into that in a minute. We're going to just talk about this episode. Sorry about that.
So this episode, we're just going to kind of introduce ourselves. If you don't know who we are, which you probably won't, because,
we're
nobodies. But yeah, we're just going to talk about, where we've come from, how we've got into bikes and everything else that we've done along the way up until this point, I guess.
Yeah, and we'll spice it up with some guests next time.
Yes, spicy.
Yeah. So Lola, let's start with you. Like, what is it you've done and how did you get into it?
I suppose throwing it right back, I was about 2 or 3 years old, and my dad got me a little Suzuki LT50, a little quad bike. Me and my sister both had them. We had matching ones. I was lucky enough to have like a little paddock at my house when I was a kid.
Oh, that's
and we
cool.
used to just send it round there, basically. Yeah. And then kind of as I got older, my dad bought me like bigger quads as I got older, just for fun. Like we were just messing about on them and whatever. And then sort of the last house I lived at when I was at home with my parents, we had like a field and my dad made like a little mini motocross track in the field. And obviously we'd just get all our friends over and just, play on everything that we had.
What dreams are made of now.
I know.
We all wish we had
exactly.
that now. Yeah.
I know. I don't know how lucky you are until you don't have it anymore, Definitely. So it was fun. We had a couple of different motocross bikes and stuff. Well, actually, before that, I suppose, let's go back again. How I got into riding bikes. So I had the quads and stuff, and I'd always wanted, I'd always been into skateboarding, BMXing and stuff like that, but for some reason...
Pretty cool chick then.
I guess so. But my dad wouldn't actually let me have a BMX or a skateboard, which is quite bizarre.
Yeah, a bit odd.
But then, to turn that around, when I was about 12. My dad had actually gone and done an enduro with War Events because it was local to our house, and he came home and said, "Lol, you need to give this a go." And I was like, "Well, yeah, I fucking love to." Obviously, I was like, "I've been hounding you for a BMX and a skateboard for years, and you always said no, but a motocross bike is fine, obviously."
Yeah, one of the most dangerous things.
Yeah, I think a couple of weeks went by, and then I got a little RM85 Suzuki.
Wicked.
And that was an animal. I think when you've not really rode, well, I hadn't rode a motocross bike or anything at all, really. Yeah. I think I'd been on like a Pee-wee 50 sort of once or twice. Yeah. But, and you've not really been on a bike and then you get on this proper raspy two-stroke, ringy-dingy thing. I was just like, oh my God, like...
You just send you up
shit,
some big
do
hills.
I actually want to do this? Yeah, it was crazy. So I ended up learning how to ride on that. Went and did a couple of enduros, just like practice days and whatever. Yeah. And then, just kind of fell in love with it. But the problem is obviously, a little old two-stroke like that doesn't have an electric start or anything. So
oh, no.
You have to pick it up. Yeah. And obviously when you're falling off and like 12.
Oh, nice.
11, 12.
I don't even like doing that now.
No, but you're falling off on hills and stuff and you're trying to get your bike started on a hill and it was just
nice
shit, really,
Lucky as now with the push start.
I know, and that was the thing. My dad then said, well, I'm going to have to get you a bike with electric start. But obviously this was back in like 2009, 2008, 2009. So this was kind of it was pre when most bikes had electric start.
Yeah.
So there was only some you could get, and it was like 250s and up that had electric start. And 4-strokes as well, so obviously the 2-strokes didn't really have them either. So then to get me something easier to ride, my dad came home with a 2010 KTM EXCF 250. Bearing in mind I was 12. I've always been quite tall.
Couldn't even get on the seat.
But I could barely even get on it, and this bike was massive. But my dad was like, as he always said, you'll be all right. And I was like, okay then. But I did actually love the bike straight away.
Yeah.
Other than the size of it, that was hard to get around. Actually riding it and being able to just start the bike whenever you want. And I mean, obviously you know what 250Fs are like because you've had them yourself. Yeah. They're just so easy to ride.
I didn't have one at 12. So.
No, but they're just so easy to ride, and not that they do the work for you, but they can get you out of a lot of situations.
Yeah. So especially in enduro,
I think it helped me a lot. But then at the same time, I didn't really learn how to ride a bike properly in a way because it kind of takes that out of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Obviously, you still have to do the work, but I do think 250Fs can make you a little bit of a lazy rider. Yeah.
Bit of a sofa rider.
Yeah. So then I've just done enduro and stuff sort of from then. Excuse you.
Sorry about that.
So then I went on to go and do pit bike supermoto because my brother was doing that.
Oh, wicked.
Basically, when I was 17, I ended up having a back operation for scoliosis. So I've had my spine straightened because it was like that.
Also on your YouTube channel?
Yes, that's on my YouTube channel. If you want to check out my video where I go into more detail about scoliosis, what it is and how you try and sort it. I had this back operation. I was obviously too scared to go back to enduro and whatever to begin with because, it's rough.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And I knew I wanted to ride again. There was never any question that I wasn't going to ride again, even though after I had my operation, my dad sold my bikes and said he'd never buy me another one or whatever. And then I was like, well, bitch, I'm old enough to buy my own now,
I know what that feels like.
Yes.
I've had that.
Yeah. A couple of years went by and I was like, I need to get back on a bike now. I'm feeling ready for it. So my little brother, who, if you don't know, you might know, is Storm Stacey in the BSB paddock.
He's all right on a super
He's
bike,
all right. He's all right,
Yeah. We could probably go
enough
faster.
About him anyway. No offence, Storm.
Yeah. Soz.
But he was doing pit bike supermoto on mini motos it was the NMRRC, now it's the BMB, I think it's called. And I was like, I think I want to come and have a go at that because it's tarmac, it's a bit more easier to kind of get back into riding a bike again. So my brother reluctantly let me borrow his CRF 150 for a couple of times. And then luckily fortunately my dad did go out and buy me one as well.
Yeah.
So I could use that and got back into riding and stuff. And then I was like, right, I need to make the jump back on dirt again. Once again, borrowed another of my brother's many bikes he had at that time. Went off to Uncle Eddie's for the day.
Hey,
if you don't know Uncle Eddie's, get to know.
I've not been, so I cannot comment on it, but I've heard some...
You're not missing much.
I've heard some stories about it.
It's a good day out regardless.
Don't they have some good...
chili beef.
Chili
beef or the chicken curry's pretty banging as well.
Lovely. Yeah. Just go for a meal.
Yeah, defo. He has spam sandwiches as well, I think, if you're into that. Yeah. Anyway, we went to Eddie's for the day and I got back on dirt.
And that was it? Never looked back?
Bought another bike, And that was it.
Does it scare you?
Bits and bobs.
Do you get scared?
Do I get scared?
I kind of probably know the answer to that because we both go riding a lot together, so...
Yes. I think we
both
know
get
what
scared
we're
of the same things.
Yes. Yes, I do get scared, even though we shouldn't.
We're not
we're
capable. We're not one of them girls that acts like we're super powered and
no,
don't fear anything. We didn't add fearless into the title because we're just it's
Everyone's
not fearless, is it?
Yeah.
That's the whole reason why we do it.
Yeah.
I love riding because it scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Like, I go to the top of a hill, try and get down it, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, and
no,
I think the moment something like doesn't scare you anymore is kind of when you lose the fun of it. You know,
we do
like,
another sport. If you didn't want to do these extreme, you know, or motorsports or something, the adrenaline you get from the fear is just, it's so high. There's not a lot else that can compare to it. So I don't think it'd work. If there was no fear there.
No, and I think even the sendiest of senders still get scared, don't they?
They got them, haven't they?
Surely.
Even when you watch a guys hit something, you think, nah, they've got to be scared. Like, sit at the top of that and hit that massive thing. Like, nah, I've got to be scared of that. Whatever they do.
Well, that's it. And that's always our benchmark, is when, like, our partners, when they get scared about something and we're like, that's definitely not for us.
Yeah, if they're scared of it, we're not doing it. Or they're double thinking it. They're like, sure we shan't we? You're like, we'll let you do that, we'll wait.
Yeah, that's not for us. Not today, probably not ever. Right, so Anya, jet skis, jet surfs, talk about them.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a water baby, really. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I started jet skiing when I was 5 years old. My parents had a jet ski.
Right, yeah.
Just for fun. They just rode round on it, you know, had a good laugh. Mm-hmm. Then they just said, go on. Yeah. Have a little go on this one. So I did. It was a stand-up one. It wasn't a sit-down, but I just couldn't lift the handlebar on nothing like that. Just went round in little circles, but, you know, I'm going to class it as started jet skiing. Yeah. And then when I was 12, I saw a jet ski race, actually, where I used to keep the jet ski. Mm-hmm. Thought, you know what, I want a bit of that. Yeah. Told Mum and Dad. Mum said, no, absolutely not. Oh, all right then. Oh. And then kind of, you know, wheemed your way in with the dad, you go to the dad, don't you? I'm like, Dad, come on. So then Dad was like, yeah, right, let's try it. But we're just going to see how, they're going to see it. She ain't going to like that. Yeah. Like, my parents don't do anything like that. Don't do any sports or anything. So, she ain't going to like that. Went to the first one, loved it. Did all right, you know. Yeah. Last or second to last, one of them, you know.
Everyone's got to start somewhere.
And then I got a better jet ski. Started racing for good then. Yeah. And then when I was 15, I went to the World Finals and I won my first world title. And that's my favourite title that I've ever won, to be fair. Yeah. Although I've won others after that. And they were, you know, they were like better classes and stuff. But this was the junior class. And the reason why I love it is the whole year I hadn't beat anyone. Anyone I was racing against, I didn't beat them. I wasn't even anywhere near. I mean, sometimes I think I got on a podium as a third. They were all guys I was racing against. They weren't girls. And then I went training in France for 2 weeks. And I just thought, oh, you know what? Give it a go. Why not?
Go for it.
We've got nothing to lose. No. And then I went to the World Finals. I won the heat race, which I was like, what just happened? Like, I've never beat these people. What happened? Went to the first moto and I won that one as well. And then the second moto, I had to win it. You have to win the second moto. There's only 2 motos, so I had to win the second moto to win it, obviously. And it came down to the last boy. The guy in second got second in the first one, so if he got first in the second one, he would have beat me. So I had to stay in front of him. I had no choice. He was on me. He was on my ass, like literally chasing me down. Came out of there's a split section in jet skiing, so you can choose which one you want to go to. Yeah. He went left, I went right. Coming out, I hit a wave. So then everyone watching, I've seen the videos after, everyone got so excited. I had to come out in front. I came out, kind of next to him. I was a little bit in front. Went round that corner, he tried to go inside of me. Went round the next corner, he did go inside of me. And we literally came down that straight on a drag race. I was so happy. Like, I've never even won. I've never won against these people. And I went and won a world title. I did make him cry. But because he said he'd never get beat by a girl. So, I'd say I apologise, but don't.
No, that's pathetic.
Definitely don't apologise. But it was brilliant. Like, although I made someone cry, you know, it's a girl, and I've won the world title, and I've never got anywhere before. So that's definitely my favourite one. And then after that, obviously, I raced for many more years and did quite a few more world finals and won some experts titles and things like that. But you know what the funniest thing is? I've never won the women's one. Never.
Really?
Yeah. Did it for 3 or 4 years. Never won it. Yeah. Came so close every time and just... I don't know what happened. No. Just kept losing out.
Is there much of kind of like a difference in, say, like, I don't know, I guess it's on times and stuff, like lap times or whatever, is it? But, like, is there much of a difference in that element, like, between men and women in that kind of sport, or is it pretty similar? Like, 'cause I know obviously you won in a men's category, but, like, as far as it goes, is it pretty, like, across the board? Like, they're all good?
No, the men are better.
Men are better.
Yeah. The women are sick. I'm not taking anything away from them. They're really, really
just
good.
Like
and
most sports, really.
the same as any sport. And a couple of the women, they do race against the men and they smash it as well. Like they smash it against the men. But the strength of a man, I do think it's similar in a lot of sports.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say that women. It's the same for men and women. I don't believe it is. I believe that the men are the muscle mass they've got. At
the end of the day, we have different bodies, different genetics.
Yeah, they're like born with it. Yeah. Whereas I had to work really, really hard to get to the same level as them. And do you know what? The other thing is the way the men ride, and I find it the same in enduro. Obviously, I do a bit of enduro with you.
Yeah.
The men are the same as like their muscle mass and everything. They're dead aggressive. Most men are really aggressive. So like they go on a jet ski, they're trying so hard, especially behind me. They're trying seriously hard that they then crash out.
Yeah.
So then I'm fine. So just as long as I'm smooth and I defend, that's how I got my world titles and stuff. I was smooth and I just defended my spot. Yeah. They were probably quicker. Like, I'm not going to deny that. They were probably faster than me. If we went on lap times, they might have been faster.
They just couldn't.
That's not what it's about. When you're in a race, you just defend and block them, which is what I did. Yeah. And it got me quite far. Racing, yeah, definitely. Racing. But I don't know, with the women, they were still really good, obviously. They were fast, but you kind of end up with the same tactics, don't you? Yeah. Because you're a woman racing a woman, I guess. Yeah. So you think
you're
similar.
All, like, naturally a bit, not softer, but like you're naturally a bit more, because you are aggressive, obviously, because you're racing, but like you just naturally have that more like woman's approach. So if you all do, you're not quite.
But they all kind of defended. Yeah. That was the problem. We all defended our spot.
Yeah. Instead of.
Whereas in the men, they don't defend it. They're just trying to go really fast. So they'll leave a door open for you. Yeah. So you can go up the inside. You know, I did make passes. I didn't just get out in front and just stay there. Yeah. I made my own passes on guys and girls, and the
women are just a bit smarter when it comes to racing tactics.
No offense, guys.
Men are just balls out. Balls out straight. Oh my god, how did he get past me? Well, you left the fucking door open. Do you know what I mean?
Went up the inside. That was it.
Yeah, I just saw a gap and went for it.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know? Yeah,
couldn't sort it up any more than that, really.
No, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, and everyone has a different opinion and everyone races differently. Yeah. Like, you can't deny that. It's true, but yeah, women definitely have a different approach.
A little bit differently, I think, don't we?
The funniest thing I think with women is, a way to describe it in enduro is, we'll sit at the bottom of a hill. The men will push past you to get up that hill.
And fall off.
The fastest they can. They just rev it up that hill. I'm not saying the top guys, maybe they probably think of it different. More like
just the people
we race against, just literally balls out up this hill.
No thought with it whatsoever.
We're like sitting there.
And there'll be like 4 people littered on the hill.
They don't wait for a gap. No. They're just like straight up there as fast as they can. Yeah. We're sat there like, right, we're going to go now. Yeah. And up we go. Straight to the top. Yeah. That's how I kind of see the difference between the man and the woman. Yeah. Like,
whereas they'll go through, won't they? And they'll just see, like I say, there'll be people laying on the hill that have already fell off. Yeah. And they'll just go for it, probably hit 3 of them on the way up. Yeah. And then fucking spin out and fall off. Yeah. It's like, you could have just waited a second. Like, I get it. You see the pros us laugh, doesn't it? Like, the amount of races I've been in, and, you know, the fast lads and whoever will come past, and you know they can get up because they're
like little ballet dancers.
Yeah, but they know what they're doing, don't they?
Yeah, they're floating up there, they're hopping around the bike. You see all these
people all over the hill and you go, nah, fuck that. You know? And they just go up this side and you're like, I didn't even see that line. Yeah. Bloody hell. Yeah. You know?
But then they make a hill look difficult for us, although it might be difficult, and it's not saying we'll get up it. I'm not saying that, but often the hills that they make look difficult are actually not that difficult, because we go up at a different speed. Yeah. We go up in a different way. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because then you see that guy that fell off that was just too eager to go, and you think, oh God, am I going to get up now? Yeah. Because he's just fluffed it. Yeah. You know, and you think, well, I don't know.
But that's how I think of it in, like, when I was racing. Yeah. I never really thought like I was different. Yeah. Being a girl, I never ever felt that. No. I've never felt that in my sport that I was in. Yeah. I never felt that sexism or anything. Everyone congratulated me. Everyone thought it was awesome. Yeah. They freaking loved that a girl won. Yeah. Like, absolutely loved it.
Was the guy you made cry.
The guy I made cry. Maybe he wasn't so happy about it. He's still my friend now, so it's fine.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. And then now, obviously, I went from jet ski racing on stand-ups, and then I actually went to an enduro racing on sit-downs. Yeah. That was where you do 30 minutes on the ocean, big waves. They don't stop for waves. The only thing they stop for is thunderstorms. Mm-hmm. and that was out in America. And that was one of the toughest things I've ever had to do.
Really?
Like, I know I've done some enduro racing now that's pretty tough, but
water's another fucking
you can't read
beast,
it.
Innit?
Like you can't read. You come round and there might be two waves really close to each other, big waves, and there might be then the next minute there's a massive gap, and then they're back close again, and then they're big again, and then some of them I did once that I couldn't see over the wave. They were that far down, you couldn't see over the next wave. So you couldn't even see where the person in front of you was or anything. But that was the enduro racing that I did on the jet skis. It was more of a mental thing. Like, you'd catch someone up, but then when you caught them, they'd stay in front of you.
Yeah.
I could never work out why that happened. But do you know what? It's probably the same as when you're on a motocross bike or something. They see a girl come in and changes their perspective. That gets me. Let's not get started on that.
No.
When people become flipping supermen because they've seen a woman come past, like,
you catch them up pretty easily.
Yeah.
And then you go past them as soon as you do, all you can hear is revving up behind you, trying to cut your ear. All of a sudden, I'm like,
Chad
you
Reed.
were cruising, mate. You was chilling. Got into you.
Now you've seen a little bit of hair coming out the bottom of that.
And you got scared.
Helmet. Yeah. I'm not going in. My mates are watching me. No. I'm not going in and a girl's just past me. No. I was just cruising then.
Yeah. And then you just keep on doing what you're doing. And he fell off. Oh, bloody hell. Bless him.
That's one of the hardest things, I think, being a girl, is that thing where people just see you.
Yeah.
Like, I've got to admit, most of us girls ride the same way, like our posture and everything. We laugh about it. Yeah, we laugh about it all the time, don't we? We've got no problem with that. But yeah, we do ride a bit different. And even if we ain't got ponytail out, like you tuck yours in sometimes, it still happens.
Yeah, they know.
How did you know? Like,
they just know.
They must sense it. Maybe our perfume just like wafts into them or something, and suddenly it's like that Superman thing just hits.
They can't hack it, can they?
Off they go. No. They get a bit loose though, don't they?
Yeah,
I love that.
For sure. No, it is funny.
They suddenly start getting all loose in front of you because they're riding way above their ability.
No need for it, is there? Like, I passed you fair and square. You were chilling.
Proper
you were sleeping.
Love it. Yeah. Entertains us, so thanks, guys.
Yes. Yeah, it is funny. Just don't take us out though.
No.
Just do it safely when you try to get past us. Don't get too loose and just take us out with you, because I'd not be happy then.
It wasn't our fault.
No, we're just better than
riding, Accept it. So then, now I race jet surf, which is actually behind me. If you want to have a little look at that, it's a surfboard with an engine in. They're actually pretty cool. Yeah, they are sick. To be fair, but
I didn't even know it existed. Like,
no, I didn't until
I met you.
Yeah, 4 years ago. Oh God, that's gone fast. Yeah, I think it's about 4 years ago now. Got approached from obviously riding jet skis. Yeah. Someone in England had them in, they imported them in. Said, will you like ride it for us and just advertise it? Yeah. I was like, hell yeah.
Of course I will.
I'm on it, yeah. So I went riding it. It was hilarious, to be fair, the first time. Absolutely hilarious. I face planted, went backwards, couldn't ride it. I ride with the wrong hand. You have to have, whichever foot forward you are. Yeah. It's like a snowboard or a wakeboard or something. You have to have one foot forward. Whichever foot forward you are, you have to use that hand on the throttle.
Right, yeah.
I'm left foot forward, but I'm right-handed. So I had to use my left hand on the throttle.
Yeah.
Oh, it did not go down well. Nah.
No, I couldn't imagine.
Oh, I was just like...
whiskey.
Whiskey throttling everywhere. Like, I couldn't do it at first. No. So I did train my hand. I've got a left-hand mouse and started eating my cereals with my left hand, tried to write with my left hand.
Yeah.
Oh, mega serious. I wasn't even racing them at this point.
Can you just promote this jet surf? Yeah, I can go ham on the training.
Yeah.
My dominant hand? Nah, it's not that one anymore.
Fuck you, right hand. And then they said, will you race this race? Oh, I'd been on the thing 3 times. 3 times, lol. And
no way.
Yeah, nah.
It's like, even though it's on water, it's not the same thing, is
totally
it? Like,
different.
to a jet ski. I mean, I've got no idea. I've got, like, no experience. I've been on a sit-down jet ski, like, twice on holiday, one of them rentals.
Yeah.
But obviously no experience whatsoever.
You're having a go on this. You're having a go on my jet surf. Yeah, you will. In the summer, maybe. Maybe not now.
Not now.
But yeah, I rode it 3 times. Then I went to, they said, will you do this race because it's in the UK?
Yeah.
I was like, why not? Yeah, I'll just say yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, way out of my league. I couldn't even get around the boys.
Oh, no.
I did get round, but very slow, like, just not. And then the factory were like, because you've improved over the weekend. Do you want to ride for us next year?
What?
Huh? Yeah. Better get training.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, no worries.
No way.
Yeah. And got training, and now I've raced 3 years for the factory team.
That's crazy.
Yeah, got third every year. Well, I don't know how, I don't know what happens, but I just like getting thirds. Yeah, love a good third.
Podium, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sick.
Don't mind being on the podium. But yeah, hopefully next year just get a bit, move up.
Yeah.
Second
might
first.
be better.
First would be even better.
Yeah, first to be sick.
But I just got to get there. I don't know how to. And that's all against girls. That's not against guys. That when they do, it's pretty sick the way they do it. They've got an all guys class, and there's quite a lot of them. To be fair, sometimes there's 70 or 80 people. Okay. Yeah, 80 guys, and then the girls sometimes there's about 20. So and you have to qualify, and only 12 get to race the final race.
Oh,
so.
okay.
But
that's quite good though, because then at least it makes it like. Well, because that's how BSB used to be. It used to be that there was like a 1, 2, and a 3 qualifier. You had to make all 3 to make it to BSB. So obviously some people would turn up at the weekend and then wouldn't actually get to race because they don't qualify. Yeah. And it does make it more exciting because, then you have to actually do well to make it to the race.
Yeah, and there definitely is. And then in the last race, it's dead exciting because it's all the top people that are in it. So
yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, it's a pretty cool format.
The ones that go all the way there and spend all that money and don't get to race.
Yeah, but they actually get a lot of racing.
Yeah,
like because there's so many people, you have to you have to have 4 groups,
like different heats.
Yeah. So you have to have 4 heats. So you have 4 heats before you even race.
Oh, that's cool.
So it actually gets quite a lot. For the guys, it gets too much sometimes. If you've got your 4 heats and then you have 3 on one day. And then 1 on the last day with the racing. Yeah. And then they have a last chance qualifier. So if you've done all 4 heats, then you've got your last chance qualifier, and then you've got your final.
God, you're dead.
Yeah, and we don't have to have the last chance qualifier. Yeah. Because there's usually not that many of the girls.
Yeah.
But
that's cool.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. I love doing that now. I love the jet surfing. It takes me all around the world, so that's pretty sick.
Yeah, that's nice too.
Yeah. There's plenty I think there's probably plenty of videos of that on YouTube now, but not of mine.
I think it's just a shame we're not in the most desirable country for that kind of sport,
Yeah, it is a bit of a shame. I love taking it away.
Yeah.
That is the best bit.
Definitely.
It's just here, innit?
Yeah. And you don't deal very well with the cold, do you?
Not at all. My hands definitely don't, but I don't either. Getting a bit chilly in here, might have to get moving. But when I'm in the UK, I must admit, like, if anyone follows me on Instagram, they'll see it anyway, but I do enjoy riding my bike. Yeah. Motocross bike. Yeah. Absolutely love it. Like, I think
that's good, isn't it? Because obviously, if you were just doing the jet surfing, then you come home and you've like not really got anything to do unless you want to get cold every weekend and faff about.
And there's a few British people that do it, but not that many. So you'd end up going to the lake on your own a lot of the time.
So where did the bike come from then?
My mum hates bikes. Absolutely hates them. She's a nurse, or was a nurse, not anymore, but she was a nurse, so she's seen everything that happens. Yeah. My dad, obviously, teaming up with my mum, said, no, not having a bike. We're not buying you one. We're not supporting it. We're not helping you. So when I left home at 18, I moved out. So as soon as I did that, bought myself a van, bought myself a bike to go in the van.
It all followed.
And started riding, Yeah. That was it. So I just thought, you know what, I'll do it anyway. I don't know why I wanted to do it so much. I just loved it. Yeah. I never really watched it growing up or anything because my mum and dad, they're not into it. My brother's not really into it. I don't know what it was. I just thought, I want to give that a go. Yeah. Never look back.
So did you end up did you have a few friends that you knew that did it, or did you just rock up and do it?
I did, yeah. Actually, a girl as well. Katie Bullock, she got me into it. And a friend that I'd known from when I was jet skiing, Jake Millward and his dad. Okay. His dad encouraged me to do it as well. Oh, cool. And they were all friends together. Obviously, Jake knows Katie and stuff like that. So they all got me into it and was like, come on, you need to come riding. So went with them once without a bike, tried one, loved it. I thought I knew I'd love it anyway. But yeah. And then went out and bought my own and never looked back. Just take myself riding and well, not now. Go with my boyfriend, and obviously you guys come most of the time, don't you? We never really go on our own anymore. It's
like a bad smell around each other.
Now we're doing this.
Oh my
Can't stay away, can we?
I think we're just going to move in together now.
Why not? Put a little bed in here. Why not?
Could do.
Bit cosy, innit? Get the heating on. Bikes are in here.
What else do you need?
I know. See you later, Dean and Connor. Off you go. But now we just ride most weekends, don't we?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I think that's enough about us, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
For today, anyway.
Yeah.
For today, sick of the sound of my own voice at this point.
No one wants to hear that much about us. Blimmin' heck. We're only coming on to tell you that we're going to interview a load of other cool people.
Yeah, we ended up rambling about ourselves. I suppose it's because we've never really actually... I don't know, you don't really talk about yourself that much, do you? You know,
Nah.
like...
We never have to explain ourselves to people, really.
No. It's nice to hear more about you, and I'm sure it's nice to hear about me too. So
all the background.
We're up to speed as well, you know. Anyway,
Anyway.
but it's you guys we want to know about, we want to know more about. So we have got an Instagram page. It's the Fast XX. So go and give us a follow on there, as well as we've got our own Instagrams too. If you want to follow them, you can do. You don't have to. But
And you Colley 52.
Mine's
Sliding in
Lola
there.
Stacey-Jones. It's very pretentious, but that's my name. You know? But anyway,
We just want to know about you.
Yeah,
like,
we just want to know.
What do you want to know? What do you want to get from the podcast? You know,
Yes.
like, do you want to ask any questions for the guests we've got on? We will be releasing who that is on our Instagram page, so
Yes.
go check that out. And then any questions you've got for them, we want to kind of ask them a few while you're here. We will ask them our own questions as well.
Yeah, but we want to know, like, that's what we want with this podcast is it's like the people's podcast.
Yeah.
Not like in a cringy kind of way, but like this is the podcast we feel like the podcast world needs, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Without sounding
we feel like it was missing, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
When we listen to other podcasts,
Yeah.
they interview men or have men on their show.
It's usually men, yeah.
Ask them what they're doing, ask them, how they got into it.
Yeah.
What they feel, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We just want to do the same for
Yeah,
women.
we just want the same. Yeah.
Because
it.
we follow a lot of women and we
Yes.
don't hear that and we don't see it.
Yeah, you
so
just
we
see
just want
face value.
Yeah, we
what
see
they're doing there and then, but
we see what they put on their Instagram. People are perceived in a different way from what they see on their Instagram.
yeah,
They're judged.
100%. Yeah, and I think it's nice to like get all those things out the way and just see people for who they actually are.
Yeah, we just want everyone to
Have a
be who
laugh.
they are and just say, say exactly what they want to say.
Just have a laugh,
We're not going to
basically.
stop anyone. You want to swear all the way through, you swear all the way through.
We just want people to be themselves and just have a laugh and just have a laugh listening, basically.
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of this came from, I'll go to it. I've not actually mentioned it yet, but the Ladies' Day that I did.
Yes. How could we not even
But
talk
how
about
that started, I'm hoping this goes the same way as that did. And I think that's inspired us to kind of do it because when we had the Ladies' Day, it was just an idea and everybody has this idea. I don't know for how many years women have said to me, let's have a Ladies' Day, let's have a Ladies' Day. It'd be sick to have a Ladies' Day.
hire.
No one ever does it.
No.
So I just thought, you know what, I'm going to try it. I thought, I don't know, 10, 15 people. If I get 10, 15 people, it'd be sound. It'd be cool, cool day, blah, blah, blah. So I thought, do you know what, I'll have it at Motor 101 because he's a friend.
Yeah.
And if I only get 10, 15 people, he'll be happy with that. Put the date out there. Oh my God. I didn't even know. I know it's really wrong to say, and I shouldn't have thought this way before, but I didn't even know there was that many women out there that rode bikes.
No.
The day I released it, there must have been 20 people. So I thought, oh my God, that's more than I thought anyway.
Yeah.
And it just went up and up and up and up. I had 100 women book on. I honestly didn't know there was that many in the UK that did it and wanted to come to a Ladies' Day and ride with other girls.
Yeah.
So how many other people want to hear about other girls?
Like, there's a few girls I've rode with before that there's been a group of us, maybe about 6 of us, and we had days where we'd go out, but that was just because, like, we knew each other. You know what I mean? Like, we'd just go out on a Wednesday, you know, if we were off work or whatever, just pop to Uncle Eddie's, that place again. You know, and just...
Go get your chili.
Yeah, and we just, you know, have a good day out together. But as far as actually, like, you know, full day, private hire, girls from wherever...
Yeah. And it's not that
there's
nothing against the men. We always want the men to come, boyfriends, dads, brothers, everything.
But I think what it comes down to is that, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of people that are just getting into it, it is intimidating just going to a track on a weekend, probably being the only girl when you get there. Yeah. To then get your kit on, not have a fucking clue what you're doing. Yeah. But everyone's got to start somewhere and you just got to get out there. But hopefully with Ladies' Days and stuff like that, it can help actually bring them to the table.
Yeah. It's just 16 girls do something, innit? Like, I don't know what it is and I don't know why it's different, but it's just
it is.
I just think we do think different to men. Yeah. We go riding with our boyfriends all the time and the things they hit and just go, yeah, I'd hit that. We sit there and think,
never in a million years.
I wouldn't do that. All right, they make us a lot of the time.
Yeah. And it doesn't even go well. Yeah. Doesn't even go well.
Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. You know, there was no way. My best one is you. There is no way.
I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say.
The lads.
There's no way.
There is no way you're going to go over the handlebars. Absolutely no way. It's impossible. Not going to happen.
Lol. It's not going to happen.
So what happens?
I went straight over the bars.
Straight over, in style.
Over the bars.
Got it on my GoPro.
Nearly broke my leg.
Yeah. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Do you know what? We'll probably add the clip or something at some point.
Yeah, we're going to have to add that in.
We're going to
add that in. I'm just going to go over the bars.
Right. I hit your leg. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
But no, I think, we'll wrap it up there. I hope you've enjoyed this first episode and we've not been too cringy, awkward, strange. You know, I'm sure these teething issues will subside.
We'll definitely get a guest on and we're going to put it on our Instagram, so keep up to date with that.
Yeah.
See who it is, ask her questions, and we'll ask them. So, anyway, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.